Good morning. We are talking about some nice, quieter weather here today, and overall, a general warming trend. It'll take some time. It's still going to feel cold outside, but we are seeing some hints at us turning things around here for us in the valley as we head further into the week and even next week, even beyond. However, there's a chance for some snow coming up, some big time snow perhaps this weekend, and it's going to take a little bit to warm up too. So this is better than yesterday, but we're still at 0 degrees in a lot of places here this morning. And in fact, down in Oaks, we're at 4 below. It's 5 above in Fargo and 7 above in Grand Forks. Both Grand Forks and Halleck are warmest temperatures here. And expect to have some wind chills that are going to be a little bit lower. We're down into, or a lot lower, we're down into the teens to some 20s below. Oaks, we're below 0. It feels like we're 22 below there. It feels like 13 below in Fargo and 10 below in Grand Forks. So another morning to bundle up as you're getting ready to head out. A look at our wind speeds. We are seeing some numbers that are better than yesterday, but it's still brisk out there. We've got a couple of gusts into the 20s at times. It's 22 miles per hour out of the northwest in Bemidji. A lot of us seeing some wind speeds into the mid to upper teens here. Cooperstown 18 miles per hour. And your visibility is looking okay, though there are some places where it's still down a bit. Down in Elbow Lake, we're at 2.5 miles, 5 in Detroit Lakes and in Park Rapids. And overall, just seeing a couple of spots where it's just a little bit lower. We do have some snow out there. And as we check out our radar and satellite map, it's hard to detect some of this snow. It's pretty light, but you can see a few areas of blue on the map closer to the Mayville radar site here this morning. You can see it moving through southwestern parts of Polk County, Fargo. We've been seeing a few flakes flying around too. And this will be the general trend. If you see some clouds overhead, the potential is there that you might have some flurries here this morning. 9 o'clock this morning, we'll see those temperatures again, mainly above 0. As we head into the later morning and heading into the afternoon, these numbers will go up. Our wind chills are into the teens below. And as we head into the noon hour, we'll see some temperatures into the teens above. And most of us hitting those teens here this afternoon. About 10 to 15 degrees will be your high. Way below average still. We're about half of where we would expect to be if we're going to hit our average high for this date. But this is better than yesterday, so we're just focusing on that here. Wind coming in out of the west, gradually that will start to ease up as we head into the evening hours tonight. And then around 10 o'clock, you could see still a few clouds and still a few flurries hanging around. Heading into tomorrow morning, we'll start off our day right around 0. You can see some places below 0, other places above 0 to start off with wind chills that are lower than that. And tomorrow's going to be a similar day to today. We'll have some sun, we'll have some clouds too, and temperatures that kind of stay in that 10 to 15 degree range again for highs here in the valley. So not a whole lot of change happening once we get to the teens today and into tomorrow. However, as we head into Thursday, we'll build off of that, get close to 20, and for Friday we'll get into the 20s. Now Saturday we see a big warm up, but there's a big storm system that's going to be threatening us here in our forecast models. At least right now, they're all in agreement that we could see several inches of snow here in the valley. Now this is several days away, so we'll have a more fine-tuned forecast for you coming up as it gets closer. But be ready for some snow this weekend and some wind too once it starts to depart. So it's not going to be the most pleasant warm-up in the world, but it's nice to see that number. I'm trying to find a silver lining here.
I can't even say anything. I'm just looking at you like I am so done with this.
But next week, it does look like it will continue into the 20s to near 30, and that's getting closer to average. So even though we have to put up with what we're going to put up with this weekend, there's still a nice light at the end of the tunnel.
Sounds good. Thanks, Lisa.